Hello, welcome to another edition of our podcast, straight from FSW. He is the current FSW Bloodsport champion. He's been a champ for 620 days, and in 5 days, he will meet Anthony Ragone for his coveted title. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, welcome to the set, Shibata Reyes.
Thanks, man. I'm looking forward to this, actually. How's it going?
I'm doing fine. I'm actually pretty excited about this. Thank you for allowing us to speak to you tonight, despite your busy schedule.
You know how it is. In FSW, we do a lot of things, which is good and keeps us busy, and we owe it to the fans. That's why we do this.
All right, let's dive right into it and address the elephant in the room. You've held the FSW Bloodsport champion title for a whopping 620 days now, and there's been a lot of chatter about your backstage influence. Is it true? Are you the one calling the shots, deciding whether you win or lose, or is it all just part of the kayfabe storyline?
Absolutely. It's no secret that I have a unique arrangement in my contract. I have the privilege of determining the outcomes of 70% of my matches.
Wow. Can you elaborate on how this came about?
Well, it was a negotiation point when I signed with FSW. I wanted to have creative control over a significant portion of my matches to ensure that my character and storyline are presented authentically.
What if your opponent does not want to lose? I mean, does anybody complain about this? Especially you're the champ. Everyone wants to hold that title too.
Yeah, well, they do complain, but I try to let them know beforehand how we're going to do things. It's all a matter of trusting between two parties. At the end of the day, the real winner is our fans. And when both parties understand that, why we're all here and what we're all doing here, then winning and losing is just part of the game, and it's just a matter of both sides agreeing to it.
Does anybody refuse to get pinned or anything like that? Have you had any troubles in the past?
Yeah, Derek Maximus, our match was supposed to only last 20 minutes, but he just kept kicking out. It was a bit of a mess because apparently I didn't have the call and I was told to lose. But earlier that evening, I had a conversation with the then talent director, Jeffrey Hames, and he assured me that the match was still part of the 70. So it was confusing and chaotic, especially with this whole transition from FCW. Everyone got fired and only champions were left. At that time, I reassured D that he wouldn't get fired because of some unfulfilled part of his contract, and management had no choice but to bring him back.
I don't want to be that guy who asks you this, and I apologize for asking you this, to be honest. Is your match at Fight for Survival against Anthony Ragone part of that 70%? I mean, do you decide the outcome for your upcoming match?
Let's just say I'll do everything I can to hold on to this title.
Let's talk about Nightshade Society, whose idea was that, and that heel turn was quite a shocker. Who planned all of those?
Well, that was quite a surprise, actually. When they gave me the script and told me what was happening, and I immediately said I was in. I've been seeing the Nightshade Society and other feds, and it was quite an honor to open up a chapter here in FSW and be able to show what we can do with action. Jeremiah Brown is fantastic, and lately we've had Cola Davis join us. This was perfect because I needed the Nightshade Society to effectively portray my heel turn.
Were you against that? You did say you agreed to it immediately, but was that a problem for you since you were the main babyface of Maximum? Did that turn affect your merch sales?
Initially, I was fully on board with the idea and agreed to it immediately. However, being the main babyface of Maximum did give me pause for thought. I knew the turn would have an impact, but ultimately I believed in the story and its potential. As for merch sales, there was a slight dip initially. But as the storyline progressed and fans embraced the new direction, sales picked up again. I mean, I don't think the change should affect merch sales. Just look at Jason Moreno. He's doing just fine.
That's the match we want to see, you versus Jason. Why can't we have that?
Well, he knows where to find me. It's funny that we were supposed to have Nightshade versus Infamous, but that did not happen. Me and Jason can still go, though, but in all seriousness, FSW is a huge company. Now actually having 4 brands. We have this brand called Victory right after Fight for Survival, and with all of these rosters, there's unlimited pair-ups we can basically do. However, since we're divided by brands, it's pretty hard to make it happen. We have storylines to finish, and jumping to a new opponent in between an existing one wouldn't make sense.
We've been following up with your storyline in the Nightshade Society. We got Skillex involved, and lately we got Anthony Ragone. At one point, we had Eric Myers get involved as well. My question is, how big is this story really?
I'd say we still have a lot more to go. The good thing is that this faction was supposed to be a dark supernatural faction, but we've decided to make this not go in that direction, but instead become this cool, gothic, feared group of menace who does what they want and always get what they want.
Kind of like your character.
Kind of like my character. Exactly.
Why wasn't Anthony in Nightshade as a member?
Well, almost any direction we take would sound good. But FSW needed the next opponent for the title, and due to his history with the company, management decided to pair us up instead as opponents for my title. Him as a Nightshade Society member would sound incredible, though.
Well, Shibata Reyes, we're definitely excited about your match. Plus, the 30-man rumble for the FSW Supreme Championship. We all know Jeremiah and Cola will be there. Probably Skillex, too. We all know you're going to screw Anthony for this title opportunity. We just want to see how it happens.
Damn, is that what you think of me? That hurts.
No, but we all know what Nightshade does.
If my plan falls into place, then yeah, that scenario is most likely what's going to happen. I've known him since FCW days, and he does make a good champion, but I'm still here, so,
Well, thank you very much, Shibata Reyes. Good luck to you on your match and your career.
Thank you very much. I hope to see everyone soon. Please watch our pay-per-view and follow us on social media. Thanks a lot.